wanted to bring you an update of where we are. We were talking about on our last video that we had an AI trigger of about 669 with a possible overshoot with on the shorter time frame, right? Our AI trigger, does it actually work? For us, we have three different pieces of software, two domestic, one foreign. And what they do is they give us different time. We have a 15-minute, a 1 hour, and a daily. And the reason we use that is because for intraday moves, when it's chopped, you got to lower the time frame to see what are the algos trading. The 1 hour I prefer for longer trades because that's where institutionals are kind of sitting. I know some people do the 4 hour. I prefer the 1 hour. And we look at our AI triggers. Coincidentally, today we got a downside AI trigger on the 1 hour, but the 15-minute is still upside. So what do? That's where the risk management side comes in because on the daily, we have a downside trigger, but it's much higher. We told you that there was a dark pull at 675, and that is our next short position for our downside trigger. So we like to scale in small, buy protection, make sure we know what we're looking at. So for example, the big scroll down, which means equities go up and option volatility slows down a little bit. So you want to be mindful that the market's going to move a little slower after a very big volatility. The other thing we discussed was that there was a bear flag. Well, that bear flag got invalidated today. It broke out north of the triangle. So what happens next? Usually those triangles get retested, right? So that's where our long-term downside AI trigger we look at, but we always manage risk because like any software, it can change, right? The AI could read something that it likes on the downside and then something on the upside. And in the video, we'll show you kind of what we're looking at on the upside and on the downside and what we're scaling into.
So what we had said on the Friday video was that we were looking at a long up to the AI trigger from down here, the 652, the trigger was up to 669. Now, the AI doesn't give us a timeline. It just gives us a target, right? Because you can take shares and kind of hold. So we buy specific options depending on other algorithms that I personally use for our team members. But 669 hit, which we had said on Friday, and I said there was an overshoot possibly of 670, and we still have the start pull of 675. Now, this is where we get our risk management. Our AI trigger on the 1 hour hit here on about this red candle at closing. Now, if you're watching this after hours, obviously SPY is trading after hours and it's squeezing on low volume. But our trigger went here and it has a downside target of the 660 area, which we know 660.77 was a pivot. So I suspect we're going to go underneath for liquidity. Now, if we go up to 675, let's just say in the next couple of days, I'll add to my hedge position. Now, we usually do 5% and then maximum 10%. Cost of doing business, we don't go full throttle. Even if the AI is 90% certain, I just don't do it because the market goes up more than it goes down. And I don't like to trade against a short squeeze. But let's just say 675 hits. I'll add a little bit more to our long put hedges for the 660 resumption. Now, on the short side, on the 15-minute, we have had zero downside triggers. And on the daily, we have this trigger. So 2 out of 3 triggers are already downside. Now, we can take puts whenever we want and just go longer, but I'd rather get the best price as we scale up. The 1 hour has given me a downside trigger, and the daily says up here. So what do? I scale in long, depending on the time frame that our team looks at, and we take our trade. But in the meantime, we keep trading within this range that we're in, right? So if the market comes down on the 15-minute, let's say it comes down to 666 and then it bounces back up, we'll keep our long-term put because the long AI is saying that we're rolling over. But on the short-term AI 15-minute, we'll keep trading this. We'll keep scuffing. So let's just say we hit the 666 area and we bounce up. In lieu of hitting the 675 anytime soon, we keep buying dips on the different time frame. This is why I say AI works. AI is fantastic. Risk management is key because what I love about these AI programs is that they're blind to emotions. They do not care. It's zeros and ones, which is what I care about. I don't care about emotions. I don't care about thought. I care about price action, what the AI is thinking, and what our dark pool is saying. And our dark pool is saying that we do have a target here at 675. We also have other algorithms that say that after 675, we're probably going to come down, grab some liquidity, and then we're going to go high, much, much higher into the first quarter of the year. The bond market doesn't care about tariffs, as you can see. As you look at the bond market couldn't care less about tariffs right now. If that VIX player is playing something about tariffs, it's unbeknownst to any of us. So we play what we see, we play smart, and we also manage risk. So if you like what you see, subscribe, like, and comment below. Put in the ticker if you only want Intel on one ticker, or if you want our monthly alerts, subscribe to that as well. Good luck.